everybody. Welcome to the PBL Primetime Week 11 edition, and we have our resident officer on duty here, Mr. Hooley Keith. How's it going, brother?
First off, when I come in here, put some respect on my name.
Of course.
Put some respect on my name. That's all I'm saying.
The 6-4 Hooley Keiths. Detective Hooley Keith.
When you talk about me, put some respect on my name.
What are you doing out there in the world?
Not much, just patrolling these streets,
I love
living in the
that.
shadow.
Keeping us safe. Keeping us safe. I like this. This is the funnest show we'll have because we don't know where Hooley is. He's just somewhere on some undisclosed location.
Exactly.
As always, your commissioner, Josh, Mr. Brent Lias. Brent, how's it going over there? Brent's always in the same spot.
I'm always in the same spot. Good after a great victory after Carlos. Thank you, Hooley.
Resident rock of this organization.
So, just so we can clear the air between the three of us here, we got the longest running maybe pettiness in the league that we've had here from a draft grade. Hooley, we know you love us. We love you too. We gave Hooley the lowest draft grade, and here he is. What, 6-4? Is that where you're at right now?
Yep, 6-4.
Yeah. Let me.
Please tell us more.
I went through. I spent about 45 minutes a day watching all your podcasts.
I'm flattered.
Let's start off. What is it? First, I got a D draft grade. Consensus loser.
Happens to the best of them.
Wrong. Josh, I'm going to try and be as nice as I can. His team's terrible.
Yep, there you go.
He'll beat, though. Let's see. The wheels fell off. I will give you that. I got bored with the draft towards the end. I did let it auto-pick a second defensive player.
Happens
Also, didn't matter because TJ Watt was hurt until this week anyways.
Turned out to be a great strategy.
Let's see. You said two tight ends that won't make an impact. They're ranked number 5 and number 9 tight ends. So wrong again.
Rest in peace, Eric Ertz.
Although Ertz did, but I still have a good tight end to put in his place.
It's true.
Let's see. Week 1, complete blowout. Lou's going to win by 40. I have no chance whatsoever. I think I won by 31 points that game. So
We love it.
Both wrong. I believe it was Josh that said Diggs against Ramsey. Ramsey's going to lock him down. Diggs went for 8 catches, 122 yards, a touchdown, 40 points on the
Hasn't
board.
happened all year.
Did not happen.
Wrong. He kind of lightened up after everyone got all touchy-feely in the group chat. So didn't really have a bad comment till week 4, which was going to be John in a blowout. Wrong. Didn't happen. I won. Granted, it was only 2 points, but I still won.
It happened. Hey, win's a win.
Win's a win, which you guys don't have many of, so it's all right.
We have the same record.
Week 6, Carlos across the board. Can you guys tell me how that worked out? Week 6, me against Carlos.
Way too much credit for Carlos.
You picked him across the board when he was 5.
That we were going for his upset week there.
How did it work out for him and you guys?
Well, apparently, I guess he lost.
He lost by 113 points. He didn't even break 100 points.
That was a year of a week.
He went on to win 6, I think, after that. If my math's correct, Brent, you want to check that?
You are correct.
Week 7, consensus, Winston. He got 59 points from Burrow, still lost.
I believe that was also the start of his 1 month slide. So I think we can
all agree it's always great when Winston loses. We're always happy to see that.
It's been a great month.
59 points from Burrow, still lose. Oh man, yeah. 20% of my points came from Diggs. I believe that was the stat of the week from Brent.
It was,
yeah. Still won. Week 8. You guys picked me. My team just didn't show up. Santi wins. I love y'all for that. I couldn't help you out on that week, but it
Do you
happens.
want us to pick against you then? What's the method? I guess should we pick against you?
I don't care what you're wrong most of the time. So go ahead. Let's see, week 9 consensus Ryan scores went off the charts. Great game. John said it was going to be a great game. He's the smartest one you've had on here.
He
I
was
lost
my
by
favorite guest
2 points.
so far.
Great game. Great game. Ryan's my nemesis when it comes to fantasy. I always seem to lose to him.
Is he the one that you have the largest losing percentage to? Have you checked those stats?
I
I,
have not. That's
here,
Brent. Check those stats.
Yeah,
I know
Brent, give us
I
give us the
got you. I
live
got you
stat.
right now. I got
Give
you.
us the live stat.
both times this year though, I believe. So while you're checking that, week 10 last week, Winston said it was going to be a close one on Monday night. Probably the most accurate statement he's ever made. And it
That
was
was
bad for to be right about that and then have it watch his Eagles lose to the Commanders of all teams.
left hand up.
He did say that Terry was going to get locked down. Sad for him, it did not happen.
Did not.
Terry went off. Yeah,
But
Tyler Heineke is probably the best quarterback for Terry McLaurin for sure. He got named the starter again, didn't he, this week?
Yeah,
He did.
today.
he did, which sucks for me because I picked up Wentz. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And surprisingly, your toughest opponent is Reed, who is 6-1 against you.
Wolf.
He's got my number. He's got my number.
We love Reed. Reed's cruising. So I'm actually in Reed's home right now because Reed's on a cruise. So we're dog sitting. So yeah. Watching him. So anything else? What about so that was it. That was all the weeks, right?
Most of them, just the ones where you guys were nonsensical and said,
Which is honestly every week.
Yeah.
no. Well,
But I will agree with you. John has been my favorite. Has been my favorite so far as guest on the show. But after you, we actually get into the next stage of guests, which are just a bunch of random people we're going to be bringing on. So those will all be surprises and pretty fun. So we'll see how that goes. But so what we'll do, we'll go for week 11 here. We'll go through our matchups. We'll have Hooli speak his piece on each of the matchups. Brent, start us off. What do we got?
All right, we're going to start off with Lou versus John.
Lou versus John. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say I got John in this one. He's got Mahomes, which is red. He's supposed to get 29 points off the jump. That's absolutely going to happen. It's Patrick Mahomes. He's got Hurts versus the Colts, though. So also can be high scoring for Jalen Hurts against a very terrible Indianapolis Colts. The only thing I see on John's lineup is he's got Isaiah Pacheco starting. I maybe would start Darrell Henderson, especially with the Cam Akers drama, even though it's a three RB team right now. I think I would go with Darrell Henderson over Pacheco, but John's doing a good job with his team as well, so I can't critique it too much.
I'm also going to go with John. I think Mahomes has a great game. I understand the Pacheco playing against the Chargers. They don't have a run defense, but it's a toss-up because both Henderson and Pacheco are members of running back rooms that are splitting it between 3 ball carriers. On Lou's side, Jalen Hurts had a stinker of a game on Monday night. So I'm expecting a bounce-back game, but I'm a little worried about Jamal Williams. He didn't practice today. So I think that may actually hurt Lou if Williams doesn't play.
I believe, Brent, I went with John on this one too, right? I'm forgetting all my picks for right now.
You did.
I did go John. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at it now. I love looking at John's team. Me and John have made multiple trades, but we've also kind of waiver picked each other as well. John's got like 7 of the people that I had from the draft, which is great. I think I have about the same amount from his draft or something along those lines. But for this week, I'm having a little seller's remorse for James Conner. They think so highly of James Conner now after his injuries and everything like that. They got rid of Eno Benjamin, which is probably the most surprising thing of the week. But now James Conner is literally just going to go scorched earth and probably score 20 points a game for John, and that's on me. But I got John going this week. I think Connor's going to have a good game. Let's see. I actually think Pacheco is gonna. They actually fed him pretty good in the last game, and for some reason they hate Clyde Edwards-Helaire in Kansas City now. I'm not sure why. They even were on the waivers trying to get Eno Benjamin. I saw that in the news as well. So they're trying to kick him out. So I think that means a lot of work for Pacheco this week as well. So I do have John going in that one too.
All right, on to game number 2, and we're going to go Carlos versus Reed.
Ooh. Bad break for Carlos this week. It's already not doing well. He loses Cooper, probably. I don't know, Brent, if you want to do the numbers on that, how many percentages the points come from Cooper Cup on his team?
All of them.
Probably,
Almost all of them, yeah.
probably. Uh, looks like he's going with a one QB with the TB12 out this week.
Yeah.
Coming back from that win overseas. Let's see. You got Kyler out possibly though. I don't know if he practiced today. I know he's got that nagging. Is it a hamstring or something like that?
Hamstring injury. The latest report said he may miss this week and possibly next.
Yeah, so I don't know how well Colt McCoy is going to lead that team with him. But then I would maybe put in Tyler Boyd if I was Reed, seeing as how Chase is still going to be out for another week. Slip Tyler Boyd in there, especially when he's got DK, Lenny, and Devin White on a bye.
Buys, yeah.
He's facing a real Bye-Mageddon week for his team.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Reed on this one.
Okay, I'm going to call this one the set your lineup game. I don't know if Reed is going to be back in time to set his lineup.
He's supposed to be back sometime tomorrow, so he'll be all right.
Okay, so it's looking like he's going to have some time to set it. I mean, Carlos is projected 125, and he's only missing a quarterback. Reed is within shooting distance and has 3 players on bye starting right now. So I'm going to go Reed just because of how bad Carlos's team is.
I'm going to go with the upset for this week. I still love Reed. I think the Kyler Murray thing is going to bleed over into another week, so he's going to have some quarterback questions there for himself. I think what he's just got Sam Ellinger sitting on the bench too, so that's not good.
Yeah.
So he's going to have some quarterback situations going on there too. He'll reset his lineup, so he'll have some different numbers in there. But I'm going to go with the underdog with Carlos. He's already said he's willing and able to make some trades, so I think he's going to get some stuff done this week, hopefully. That might change the outlook of his team. But I think Justin Herbert's actually going to start turning it on once he gets those guys back. As far as Allen and Williams go, I think there were some limited participants in practice today. So I think Herbert's actually going to start coming back on. And then, George Kittle versus Arizona, that's probably the best matchup you can get for a tight end. So he'll probably have a big game. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the upset. Big Los getting what's this win number 3 for Carlos?
Yes, win number 3.
Nice.
So if you call it an upset, that means you can't feel bad about making a poor choice. Is that how we play this podcast?
Essentially, yeah. You just call it an upset. You go with the underdog, right?
Basically, be a meteorologist. Just call it an upset.
No, that's what it is. Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's an upset. It's an upset because you wouldn't expect Carlos to win. Honestly, anything that Carlos wins is an upset at this point. All right, what else we got?
All right, game number 3. We have. Let's go Josh versus Ryan.
Yeah.
Josh versus Ryan. All right. 2 of my best buds. Let's see. Oh, you got Gino on a bye there, bud.
Yeah, no, it's a tough week. It's a tough week. I'm rolling single QB right now.
I don't see another QB on your roster there right now.
I'm playing the long con this week for another quarterback. We'll see.
Yeah, have fun picking up Matty Ice.
Hey, it's not a terrible idea.
Under Jeff Saturday. I mean, there you go. I actually had Matty Ice and Carson Wentz, but I just didn't have them ranked correctly, or else I would have Matty Ice right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Unfortunately, but
it was a busy waiver morning. There was a lot of moves this morning when I looked at the waivers. There was a lot of moves. This is a busy week.
It was a lot going on. Unfortunately, Ryan has to play Aaron Rodgers this week. He has no choice. He's had him on the bench for most of the time, and
where he probably should have stayed.
Where he probably stayed. He is off his rocker. That ayahuasca is just lingering. Lingering. I'm going to go with Ryan this week. Sorry, Josh.
It's okay.
I think he's going to pull it out. But we'll figure it out for you. You'll get a QB in there somewhere.
I still love you.
I'm actually going to operate off the fact that you're going to pick up a quarterback. So I'm going to take you, Josh. I think Derrick Henry has a monster game against your guys' Packers, especially on Thursday night. So I'm a little worried about Rodgers in that matchup as well, even though it's great on paper. I think Vrabel will have the Titans defense pick it up. So, and also, I think Nick Chubb's going to have a really big game in the snow in Buffalo.
Snowball. Yeah, there's going to be another crazy snow game. What was it, like 3 to 6 feet of snow? Is that what they
Right now, it's projected 31 inches.
31 inches? Yeah, yeah. That's the LaShawn McCoy snow game all over
Yes.
again for Nick Chubb. I'm hoping. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna go with myself, of course. I do got some plans at quarterback, so we'll fill that position in. So don't worry too much about me. I do like Eckler's matchup this week for Ryan. I did see AJ Brown popped up, and I think it was Komet both popped up on the questionable list with some limited practices. Probably nothing serious, but a lot of little questionable things here and there for me and him. I know Andrews is still working his way back as far as the tight end position for me, but I got Justin Fields going versus Atlanta. That's two quarterbacks right there. And then, Derrick Henry, the Packers' run defense has been suspect for about a decade. So Henry's probably going to go for another 200-yard game versus the Packers.
Although
Um,
sadly, correct.
Packers starting linebackers are both out, unfortunately, still. And I don't see Jair Alexander tackling Derrick Henry too often. So I think we're going to have another big game there for the running back. So I am going to go with myself this week. I think it's going to be a pretty close game, though, still.
We'll label that as an upset as well.
I like that. No, it would be. Yeah, no, totally. That's an upset.
All right, our fourth game, Hooli, it's you and me.
Oh, I didn't take notes for that one.
Speak from the heart.
Hope you had it all right
Yeah, I'll win.
here.
It's all right. I didn't even look at the matchup. It's Brent. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to be too mean. Have a good game. Your team's great. I don't want anybody to jump all over me for picking on you. So, thumbs up for Brent, everybody.
The real question is, are you going to stick with the one quarterback strategy?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Let's
You
see.
could.
Who
Me,
knows?
me and Julio are just riding the one QB wave this week. We'll see if it happens. Reed, inadvertently went one QB last week, which
Almost
honestly
pulled it
that
off.
was a close game for him to play one quarterback. So he must be kicking himself.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh, I hope he gets service wherever he's at.
Any other quarterback would have done it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, me and Julio right now inadvertently rolling with the one QB. Brent, Brent, what's your pick?
I'm gonna go with myself just because of the matchup. Saquon going against the Detroit Lions.
I'll give you that. That's gonna
Yeah.
be yeah.
And also, I think the big difference this time around versus our first matchup is Stephon Diggs. I don't think he has a good game in the snow. So, like my team name, Lake Erie Effect saved me.
We'll be seeing who gives who the D this week. So
By the way, probably the best clap back that we've had all year. What week was that? Was that after the first week, or was that like a couple weeks in that we got the all the D jokes?
I think it was like week 2.
I think it was the second or third week. Yeah. Good stuff. Quality content.
That was supposed to be a blowout.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, those were funny. Yeah, those are good ones. Those are good. I laughed. I laughed. It was great. Out loud. All right, I'll be the tiebreaker. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Brent on this one. Yet another ridiculous Saquon Barkley matchup. Did he literally have exactly 30 points last week when he was projected 30?
Yep. He was the only person on my team that actually met their projection.
He'll probably do the same. And you can never bet against Christian McCaffrey. He's always going to, even split in the backfield, he still gets you 20 points, which is ridiculous. And then for Hooley, yeah, I am honestly, looking at my own team. That's why I dropped Jacoby Brissett, and I'm like really tilting on starting Gabe Davis or not. I think they're just going to get absolutely blizzarded out there. So I'm not sure how the passing game's going to go, but I'm completely happy that I have Nick Chubb going in that game though. So some tough matchups there. Gerald Everett was injured? Did he practice?
He was a limited participant today.
So that'll be a big one too, if he's able to go, because he'll still be commanding a lot of targets while the other two are getting back in shape. And then, Indy's just kind of a surprisingly good defense. even though their offense sucks really bad. So I think Miles Sanders might have a little bit of tough going on there too. So I'm just going to stick with Brent on this one. I think once Hooley plugs in that quarterback, the projections will look better, and it'll probably still be a close game regardless. But I just think on the back of Saquon Barkley, he's probably just going to push it over for Brent on this one. But is it an upset, Hooley? I'm not sure.
I mean, if you're wrong,
If I'm wrong, it's good. If I'm right, it's an upset. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with Brent. And Brent, this will be what 6-4 for Hooley. You guys are all teetering right there at the top of the other division, like you, John, and Lou.
Yep. They are all tied right now at no, Lou is 5-5. So it's John and Hooley at 6-4, Lou third at 5-5.
But I believe Lou has
points.
some good points though, right?
Yes, Lou is second in the division with
Yeah.
points.
So that gets hairy over there in that division. So that fight for first place, obviously Santi, is pretty locked in at first place on our side. But that fight in the other division for first place is still up for grabs. So all these games count coming down the stretch. So we'll have some good ones either way.
I gotta next one.
What was that?
I gotta wrap it up soon. So let's make this.
Oh, no, you're good.
All right, so we're gonna jump into the last one.
Yeah.
Winston and Hooley, game of the week. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Hater Bowl, Winston Santi. Winston Santi, game of the week, yeah.
But I could easily fill into that too.
You could.
Let's see, you got Kelsey projected for 20 points, which is absolutely doable. And he's got Josh Allen as well. And I think Santi's going to take it. He's just got some monsters on his team right now. Absolutely. He has Kirk, right?
Yeah.
Just iced out Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
Cousins,
all right.
gonna give it to him. And surprise of the year, I think, is Donta Foreman. Once he gets stepped out of McCaffrey's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
RB1. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Ridiculous is the correct term. So I've got Santi, not just because I hate to see Winston win, but Santi will actually win. And
but we'd love to see Santi win. All right.
I'm going to go with Santi too. He's got the highest projection that we've had all year. And Winston's team is on a 1-month spiral, and it's going to go into the 5th week.
I'm not going to lie. Originally, Winston, if you're out there, if you're listening to this, I picked you for the upset on this one, but I just can't do it. I'm just going to have to go with Santi. I'm looking at Santi's team more. 190 projections, just insane to begin with. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Santi. So this will be a clean sweep for Santi as well. Josh Allen in the snow game, of course, is going to be the running back. So he might get 4 touchdowns. You never know. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. The Hater Bowl part 2, but I think Santi's going to take that one as well.
Yeah, Winston's the consensus loser. I think we can all agree.
There it is. That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a capital F.
All right, Brent, give us all of our picks.
All right, quick rundown. Clean sweep with John over Lou. Hooley and I agree. Reed over Carlos. Josh, you're going with the upset pick of Carlos. Josh versus Ryan. Josh and I are going with Josh, and Hooley's going with Ryan. Brent versus Hooley. Josh and I are agreeing again with me. Hooley's going with himself. And then we have the clean sweep in our game of the week, the Hater Bowl, Santi over Winston.
All right, that's good. Santi's going to love that too. Santi is the most active reposting all the stuff in the PBL, and it's just because it's always him either winning or getting picked.
Referring to him as Loston?
Yes, no, that's Luke. I think he changed his name. That's his government name is Loston Hawkins.
I don't think you can say it as his government name. That might be racist. But we'll go with Loston Hawkins.
All right, Hooley, any last words? What you got?
Oh, nothing. I just happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here. Started out bad for you guys, kind of working your way back. Made a few good picks. Not me, of course, but you're doing a good job. Maybe Brent, if you could back up from the screen, maybe 6 inches, that doesn't take up the whole frame. That'd be good.
I just have a big head.
He's gonna show off his haircuts. Honestly, I'm gonna do a super cut that just literally his hairstyles as it's changed dramatically.
But no, all good. All right, I think it's gonna be a good week. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Hooli, our original commissioner, our year one winner, and the PBL, our inaugural lead winner, in our collusion here, regardless, but
Yes, I was a champion at one time.
you're still a champion. Not even at one time. You're still just a champion, bud. All right, guys. Thank you guys for stopping in. Hooli, thanks for taking the time. Week 11, everybody in the books, week 11 with the PBL picks. We'll see you guys next week, week 12. Peace out.